it feels like liberals and progressive donors are more willing to give money to causes that do not necessarily benefit their economic interests compared to folks like perhaps the Koch brothers. Do you think there is a meaningful difference between the kind of causes that are supported on these respective sides?
Well, I think it's a mix, right? I don't think the Koch brothers look at this in some totally cynical way where they say, well, here, let's try to advance policy that advances our personal business interests. Now, much of the policy they advocate is in line with their business interests, but it's a lot easier to sort of develop a worldview that is to your advantage than to just decide that you're going to promote a worldview that you think is actually morally incorrect or not good policy because it's to your advantage. So
but isn't that a chicken or the egg? It's
no.
Like, okay, we're going to get a lot more money if we advocate for, drilling anywhere and everywhere, and that's just conveniently part of our ethos of the, sort of the market and siding on corporations.
Well, I guess the question is what we're trying to figure out here. I don't know that it matters that much in terms of public policy outcomes. I do think that there's a misanalysis of the Koch brothers where people sort of imagine them as cartoon villains sitting in some lair trying to come up with some way to hurt ordinary Americans, whereas in fact
that lair is occupied by Dick Cheney, as we all know.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think the Koch brothers very sincerely believe in low taxes and a small government and that little regulation will be good for everybody. Now, those policies happen to be policies that are very good for the Koch brothers, which probably has a big part of why they think they're good policies for everybody. But I think that you're going to, for example, you're going to mispredict their actions if you assume that they're behaving in a completely self-dealing way rather than in a principled way that happens to be to their benefit.
I will say that I'm not going to hold my breath waiting for them to behave in a principled way.